Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
now let us consider this figure. In this figure, this is a disturbing mass. These are the balancing mass M1, M2. Our disturbing mass, which is lie between two balancing masses. Between two balancing masses. This is the distance L1, which is the distance between the plane and A and L. A and L. Same L2 is the distance between the plane A and P. A and M. Sorry, this is the point, bearing point. This is the plane A and M. Okay, and small l is the total distance between the plane M and L. Between the plane M and L. Now, let us suppose R is the radius of rotation for the disturbing mass from the axis of rotation to the CG point of this disturbing mass. It is the distance between axis of rotation to the CG point of the disturbing mass. M1, M1 is the distance between the, sorry, R1. R1 is the distance between the CG point of M1 and axis of rotation, like this. Okay, and R, what is R2? R2 is the distance between the radius of rotation, axis of rotation to the CG of the M2. Okay, in this we discussed two cases. First is static balancing and another is dynamic balancing. So let us see that if I am going to find out equilibrium of the forces, let us suppose the force coming from the disturbing mass is equivalent to mr omega square. Mr omega square, this is the centrifugal force, and for mass m1, the value of centrifugal force is m1 r1 omega square. M1 r1 omega square. For mass m2, this is equivalent to m2 r2 omega square. Okay, so now you can see when the net force acting on the shaft must be equal to 0, therefore we can say the centrifugal force on the disturbing mass must be equal to the sum of the centrifugal forces. So you can see from this figure the value of Fc is equivalent to Fc1 and Fc2. Fc1 plus Fc2. So what is the value of Fc? Mr omega square. Fc1 m1 r1 omega square. Fc2 m2 r2 omega square. Okay.
सर नो सर
Yeah.
सर ये काफी बच्चे बोल रहे हैं उनका कनेक्ट नहीं हो रहा सर 7-8
दोबारा मैं बताता हूँ. Okay. Now you can see in this PPT like this. This is our final equation. Fc equals to Fc1 plus Fc2. Okay, Fc equals to mr omega square, Fc1 m1 r1 square omega square, m2 r2 omega square. So let us take common out omega square, then we get this equation mr equals to m1 r1 plus m2 r2. This is our equation number first. This is the condition of static balancing. Condition of static balancing. Now I am going to consider for dynamic balancing. Okay, so let us read out. Now, in order to find out the magnitude of balancing force in the plane L, or the dynamic force of bearing Q of a shaft take moment about P, which is the point of intersection of plane M and axis of rotation. Therefore, Fc1 into L equals to Fc into L2. Okay. So now again we consider this figure, this one. Okay. We want to calculate the dynamic force at the bearing Q of a shaft. I want to calculate the force on this bearing. Okay, so I am taking the moments about P. I am taking the moment about P and calculate its value. Calculate its value. Let us suppose if I am taking the moment about P, then what we get? Fc1, this one, Fc1, this one Fc1. Distance from this point is L. So Fc1 multiplied by L is equivalent to Fc multiplied by L2. Multiplied by L2. Are you getting my point? Is any issue? Is any issue?
No, sir.
Okay. Now we put all the values. What is the value of Fc1? M1 R1 omega square. What is the value of Fc? M R omega square. So we get a relation M1 R1 L equal to MR into L2. MR into L2. So you can see in this equation M1 R1 L1 equals to MR into L2, and we also get this value M1 R1 is equivalent to MR multiplied by L2 by L. MR multiplied by L2 by L. I am going to take moment about at point P, at point P, sorry, at point Q, because I want to calculate the dynamic force at the bearing P of a shaft, this point. So what is the value of moment? This one is 0. Fc multiplied by L1, Fc multiplied by L1 is equal to Fc2 multiplied by L. Fc2 multiplied by L. Is any issue? Is any issue? Any problem in this regard? Okay. Now we can see in this PPT Fc2 multiplied by L is equal to Fc into L1. So we get the value of M2R2 equals to MR multiplied by L1 upon L, multiplied by L1 upon L. So from equation number first, from equation number second and third, we can obtain the equation for static and dynamic balancing for this case. For this case, I hope all of you will understand by helping this PPT